Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk for a quick second about what jugs, cans and jugs are going to work best for you. As a pressure washer and all that kind of stuff, and hunting and camping, I've been through every one of the kind of things that are out there. We're going to kind of break down what could work best for you, what you might want, and some things to avoid. Kind of thing. First off, to avoid, these are the worst gas cans in the world. Okay, any of these regulated this and that, like this is the one that I use for my my blowers and all the, you know, my blowers, weed whackers and things like that. And I can't even make this nozzle work anymore. It's pointless. I actually unscrew the whole entire cap in it like this, and then I pour it in just like that, or use a funnel if I have to. This stuff is such a joke. The government regulations on this stuff screwed everything up, but these are they're junk. And as you can see, look at it, even collapses on itself with just this, you know, it's just, these are junk. Okay, they're gonna be junk, understand that. But for your little bottles, like your blowers and your little things and mixed stuff, there's not really a ton of great options. There is another one which I will grab. I will be right back. Sorry for that, I should have brought it out earlier, but this I bought over a year ago when I bought my blower for down here before we moved down here full time. And I wanted just to have something where I didn't have to be here to maintain it. These worked fantastic. Okay, it was really good. It's kind of that it's got like stable built right into it, and they last for a while. But this can, I will start refilling. It's almost gone. There's about this much left in it. But I will start using this in my pressure washing trailer instead of this one. I will pour this into here and just use this because these are that bad. So just something to keep in mind, that those are garbage. When you're looking for gas cans, I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't use, and I can't tell you if it's right to use these, but these are all I use for gas, is the race jugs. Now, these were actually gas jugs, and they were race jugs for race, you know, this was designed for racing teams, but we were using these for many years, and then sometime they came out and said you can't use them as a race or a gas can anymore, so they called them fluid jugs. Well, you can still buy them today as a fluid jug, not a gas can. I personally myself do, or I should say I cannot tell you that I'm using them as gas cans, but if you were to use them as gas cans like we did back in the day, I will say they work fantastic. These are in my pressure washing truck. They are in my garage here for my lawnmower that's right there. If I were to want to pour gas into them, this would be the way I would want to go. They work fantastic. You can buy extra, you know, this stuff is really cheap to get the replacement nozzles and tubes. They screw right off the top like this, so they're flawless, and they're not expensive. They're very affordable. They're about 25 bucks a piece, and they're worth it. I will put links to them below for you. I also use the same things as a fluid container. Here's another one. This one has got chemicals in it for my pressure washing, and when I use them so much there too that I actually run them for my XJet also, but they're just so valuable. They're basically leak proof. They got the vent on them. The cap can be a nozzled cap like this, like you're seeing right here, or you can leave the plug in it if you're not going to have a pour nozzle, and have it like that with the plug still in there, and that keeps it waterproof and keeps it so even if that were to tip over, nothing is going to come out of there. It's going to work perfect for you. But those cans, I've been using these, like I said, for over 30 years. I cannot say enough good things about a race style jug like this one or this one when it comes to pretty much any of your fluids you got to carry. For example, too, like this here, this is an XJet jug, okay? I bought an extra one when I bought my XJet, and this is for what it's designed for, and I can hook my tube right up onto here, unscrew this, screw it right in, and it's going to draw. It's got a built-in extension on there, and it's going to draw for my pressure washing for my XJet and a relief valve. I cannot get through 1 year without this ripping through. This cheap, flimsy plastic going out, and these are 50 bucks a piece, and yet I can buy this right here and have one of these for sometimes on sale at Tractor Supply, where I bought these clear ones like this. You can get them online too. I'll put a link, but every once in a while you find them on sale without the nozzle, which I do not need for my pressure washing, for like 18 or 20 bucks. So I have 10 of these, and I can take my pressure washing, and what I did is I took this cap, one of these caps, pulled the centerpiece out of there, the plug, and I leave it open, and I stick my pressure washing tube for my XJet right inside of there, and I just carry this around. This is even much easier to carry around and bring with me when I'm using it than it is to mess with this cheap flimsy thing that will start to leak and get holes in it, and then it starts leaking chemicals all over people's grasses. And, I mean, and like I said, 50 bucks for that, or 18 bucks for these. Heavier duty, higher quality, easier to manage. I like the clear ones so I can see how much is in them. The colored ones are great too for if you're going to use gas, which again is not recommended. I don't think they're sold for that, but I don't mind that either. I don't care which one they are, but now when I buy them, I pretty much only buy the clears. I like the clear ones, but this style jug, which there will be a link below for you, by far the best when it comes to 5-gallon buckets. Okay, these type pour systems, pure garbage. Okay, this lid that's on here and this built-in pour thing that can be pushed down and go like that, and it looks all nice and neat. Then you just pull it up when you need it, pop it up that way, unscrew the cap, and you can pour from. These are a nightmare. Okay, they just gurgle. They're no good whatsoever. These are disposable. Some of my chemicals I get come in one of these, so I have to have it, but otherwise they're garbage. And I'll be honest with you, most of the time before I even try pouring that, I'll take my knife out of my pocket like this right here, and I will take my knife and I will cut right here and put a axe like this and push it down so I get some breathability out of this now, and that'll help slow down that gurgle effect that you get out of these. But these, you're not going to pour out of these very well. These suck too. They're no good. Now, other lid options for 5-gallon buckets. These are non-waterproof lids, but they do work great if you're going to use them for storage or carry stuff, because you can put them on, and when they're on, they still can come off very easily. That's a very nice lid. These lids are simple and cheap, but they keep everything in there, so nothing's going to fall out if you're storing anything in there. Non-waterproof, but they do come off very easily. It's kind of tricky to do one hit there, but they do pop right off. They're like $1.99, and your 5-gallon buckets are cheap, but that's a fantastic setup. When we camp, when we do water, and we are going to take water with us on our camping trips, we used to have jugs, something similar to this, that we used. You have those blue ones that are narrower, the 5-gallon ones. Those are not too bad either. All that kind of stuff works pretty decent. Mine are all in storage. I don't even use them anymore. They don't stack well. They don't do a lot of things well, and they cost a lot of money. They're like $35. Again, I can get a 5-gallon bucket, and this is what we call a gamma lid. Okay, this gamma lid is waterproof. This actually still has fluid in there. Okay, it will not come out. It is 100% waterproof. This lid is a screw-on with a rubber seal. You can see the rubber seal on there, lid, that's going to lock in all of those fluids that you can still see in there. That's yeah, that's actually still bleach. It's in there. We'll put that there. But you can store all of that. You know, you can have your fluids in here. Put this on, close it, and now it's 100% waterproof and secure. These are also stackable. You can take that, put it in the back of my truck. Another one will sit and stays right on there, and I can stack 4 of these next to each other, one ratchet strap over them on the back of my trailer, whatever, and they're going to stay there and not be a problem. So a gamma lid is a fantastic feature. I also have one of these set up for a snake bucket too, where I put a eye bolt right in here. It's got an eye bolt that sticks up so that I can grab it with my snake hook. I can take this, set it like that, use my snake hook to lift this off, throw the snake in and put it back on with my snake hook, then put my hand on here and screw it in. Got some holes drilled in there for breathability, but for snake relocation. But that is a fantastic, those gamma lids, they are worth their weight in gold. These things are not expensive. They last forever. This setup you're looking at right here, I mean, look at, there's almost nothing left on this bucket. It's been used so much. You know, the edge is about wore off. I mean, this thing, I've been using this setup for probably close to 6-7 years. That's how long I've got out of them, and I use them very, very regularly. They are used all the time to transport bleaches and chemicals, and also for water jugs for when we're in camp, for shower water. I also like the fact that with something like this versus a pouring jug or a pouring container like this, when I want to fill my shower, fill my pot for my shower or my kettle, I have to set my kettle down, pick up the heavy jug, and then slowly pour it and fill it. Where with something like this, I can leave this sit right next to my camp, or my tent in camp, And this is not drinking water in this particular one because these have been beat up so much. I use this for wash water, but we do have another one with drinking water that we'll take. It's designated and has duct tape on it. It says drinking water only. But this one, I can take that. I can take my kettle, stick it right in there, boom, comes out and it's full of water instantly. I don't have to mess with nothing. Close this back up and we're done. So they're a functional, perfect system, and that gives you a lot of great options as far as buckets and containers and things to do like that. And we're starting to get rained on, so we're going to end this one right here. Hope you enjoyed it. Be back with more stuff soon. Talk to you later. All right, bye.